Hello, my beautiful friend. It's Betsy Gutting. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm very excited to talk with you about the Libra full moon. This is the first full moon that we are having since the major month of change, massive change in March with Pluto going into Aquarius and Saturn changing signs going into Pisces. So I'm really excited to talk with you about this full moon, which is happening on April 5th at 9:34 p.m. Pacific time and April 6th at 12:34 a.m. Eastern time and 5:34 a.m. Universal time. So be sure and adjust the time for wherever you will be on the planet during this full moon in Libra. Now, as always, I'm going to give you an introduction in this video about this full moon, the aspects and how we can best work with the energies, as well as do readings for all 12 signs. So be sure and listen for your sun sign, which is how your ego personality will experience this Libra full moon, your rising sign, which is the area of life, the area of your astrology chart in which this full moon is happening, and your moon sign, which is how you'll be experiencing this full moon in Libra emotionally. I have my oracle cards as always. I love pulling an oracle card for you, as well as giving you a message from spirit. Now, in the big picture, this full moon is a relationship full moon. We are going to be feeling whether we have balance, mutuality. In Libra, we want mutually reciprocal relationships. And because we just had the Aries new moon 2 weeks before this Libra full moon, which was all about an amplified new beginning, new beginnings on steroids, so to speak, a new soul cycle, because that just happened 2 weeks before this Libra full moon. During this Libra full moon, we are now looking even more intensely for that support. We are being discerning and we're looking for support through our most important relationships for whatever we seeded, whatever your intention was during that Aries new moon, whatever your soul is being called to now. Since that Aries new moon, this is what we are looking for support on from our significant others during this Libra full moon. So I'm going to share with you in this video how I reached that conclusion and give you some tips on how to work with the energy. But before I get into that, I want to say hello and welcome. I want to say welcome to those of you who are new to my channel. Leave me a comment. I absolutely love connecting with you. Let me know what resonates for you in this video. And I also want to say welcome back to those of you who have been watching my videos for some time. I really appreciate your support. Thank you for those of you who have subscribed to my channel. If you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe. You really help support my channel. And welcome back to my Sunday chat, people. I absolutely love communing with you in the chat room. I am Betsy Gutting. I'm an intuitive life coach as well as a psychic astrologer, and I love helping to empower you to live your best life, to take whatever it is your heart wants most now and help you bring it into reality. So we can do this through an astrology consultation. I offer natal chart consultations, heart's desire, and life purpose consultations, or we can do it through coaching. So at the end of the video, I want to tell you more about my astrology consultations, what results you can expect from those, as well as my coaching. And I have a free gift for you, which I will tell you all about at the end of this video, so be sure and stay tuned for that. Okay, so let's get into it. Now, who will be most affected by this full moon in Libra? This full moon in Libra is happening at 16 degrees of Libra. So we all have 16 degrees of Libra somewhere in our natal astrology chart. We will all be feeling it in that area of our chart, that area of our lives, which I will be telling you about when I get to the 12 sign readings. If, however, you have planets or points between 11 and 21 degrees of Libra or the other cardinal signs of Cancer, Capricorn, or Aries, you will feel this full moon more personally, more intensely. Now, all full moons are oppositions. What does this mean? It means that the sun and the moon are opposite each other on the zodiac wheel. And what this means is often we feel the full moon's manifestations more emotionally because they come through other people or other situations. They come through external events. During a full moon, we often have something revealed to us that we didn't see before. Something hidden comes to light. A truth is revealed. We're often more emotionally sensitive during a full moon, and it's a great time to release those emotions. It's a great time to have a good cry. It's why we have howling at the moon during a full moon time, because there's often a lot of pent-up emotion that needs to be let out, that needs to be expressed. So what are the themes that we're going to be seeing and experiencing during this Libra full moon? Libra is ruled by Venus. Venus rules comfort, pleasure, beauty, money, all the delightful things, the arts. And Libra is known as a beauty-making energy. A lot of Libras are artistic, so you may have your creative juices stimulated during this Libra full moon. Libra also rules the 7th house of committed partnerships. So any relationships where you have a commitment, spoken or unspoken, of course it would be where you have a legal commitment to somebody, spouse, for example, but also business partnerships, also those people that you would say, I have their back and they have my back. Those relationships are really going to come to the fore during this Libra full moon. In Libra energy, we're often very social. We want to get out and do things. We want to be talking to other people. There's a lot of conversations, a lot of communication. Libra wants balance. Libra wants harmony. You may have heard people say, you know, Librans tend to kind of sweep things under the rug if they're distasteful, or they will avoid conflict, they will avoid confrontation. And that is because deep down, what Libra wants is beauty, harmony, reciprocity, balance. Libra is the scales of the zodiac. It's justice, so it can also be connected to the law, to legal agreements. Librans want to keep the peace. This is make love, not war kind of energy. And so this full moon could bring up where you have not set a boundary but need to set a boundary. This full moon could bring up where you've had a conflict that you have really not spoken much about to your significant other or to a close friend or a business partner. This is a full moon that really wants us to bring our discernment to the table, to really look at what relationships are fulfilling me, what relationships are keeping up their end of the bargain, so to speak. So we just had, as I said in the introduction, we just had the Aries new moon 2 weeks before this full moon. During the Aries new moon, it was all about us, 0 degree Aries new moon. It was all about us awakening to what we want next, what our heart wants most now. This was a just say yes. Aries new moon, leap and the net will appear. Be willing to be courageous and confident and step into something completely new. Now we have the Libra full moon, and often on a full moon, we begin to see some manifestation of what it is we really wanted. Now, I'm not saying we see full circle manifestation, it all happened in 2 weeks. We know that's not how life works, but we are looking during this full moon, I believe. We are looking in our environment. We are looking at our relationships, and this may be subconscious versus conscious, but we're beginning to see, feel, and sense what is supportive of whatever it is that our heart really wants right now, whatever we intended during that Aries new moon. I think it's going to be very clear during this full moon in Libra what does not feel like an energy match, what is not matching our new vibration. Remember, we started a new soul cycle. That is big. That is us graduating from healing from past wounds. We also, before this Libra full moon, went through the Jupiter Chiron conjunction healing portal. Now, I have a separate video for you on that and readings for all 12 signs, letting you know where that was happening in your chart. But that Jupiter Chiron conjunction was happening in Aries. During this full moon in Libra, the sun is in Aries. Not only is the sun in Aries, the sun is conjunct Chiron. So whatever you felt or experienced or healed, or whatever came to your attention during that Jupiter Chiron conjunction, which was roughly the last 2 weeks of March, whatever came to your attention, whatever you let go of, whatever you were focusing on healing, or whatever just came up that you had to, breathe through and feel through, may come to the fore during this Libra full moon. During this Libra full moon, we have Chiron conjunct the sun. So I feel that some of us are going to say, we're going to feel the rewards I feel during this full moon of what we healed during that healing portal. Others of us may be triggered during this full moon because not only is the sun conjunct Chiron, but the moon is opposing Chiron. So when the moon opposes Chiron, This comes through externally. This comes through a relationship. This comes through a situation that we can say, it was my engagement with this person. It was my interaction with this person that brought this up. Chiron is known as the wounded healer. What does this mean? Chiron is focused on a core wound from our childhood, betrayal, shame, or abandonment. What this full moon, opposite Chiron and Sun conjunct Chiron, wants to continue to help us with is healing something that shows up in our relationships that can trigger trust issues. So during this full moon, we may have something happen that helps us heal a trust issue, that helps us to come more into our power, that helps us ultimately to trust ourselves more so that we know we can be more discerning. We know who is worthy of our trust and who isn't. I also feel like this full moon is going to help us with our own inherent self-trust, with our own inherent self-love, our own inherent knowing that we are worthy of existing just as we are. This is Chiron and Aries energy. I am worthy of existing without having to prove it, without having to earn it, just as I am. Aries is a very instinctual energy. It is known to be impulsive sometimes. It is where its root chakra. It's about stability, security, belonging, where we really need to know, sense, and feel that we belong in the world. We belong in our home environment. We belong in our work environment. We belong in our vocation. Whatever it is that we're doing, and especially where Aries energy is in your chart, it's very important that you have a deep sense of belonging. So this full moon in Libra is going to help us with that. And specifically, I think it's going to help us to see who is or isn't on our team. Who do we feel a sense of belonging with? And I want to tell you that in my book, The Magic of Saying Yes, Answering Your Heart's True Calling, which is all about saying yes to your heart's desire, I have a chapter in there about belonging to your soul, which I know sounds like a very abstract concept, but it's an amazing feeling when you awaken to the fact that you can have at the very core of your being a sense of belonging to your soul. So if that calls to you in this moment, I invite you to check out my book, The Magic of Saying Yes, which I will link in the description box below. Now, what's beautiful about a Chiron aspect during a full moon is that it can help us take our core wound, that can help us take that core wound and transform it into our greatest strength, where we can become a healer for others, where we can help others heal because we've gone through something, we've healed through it, we've transformed, and now we can be the supportive, believing mirror to someone else. So some of you during this full moon in Libra may feel that, may feel like, wow, I can really see how I can help others now. And I really want to acknowledge this and validate for you that if you're getting that kind of feeling of like, wow, I've been through this hard thing and now I'm beginning to see how I would like to share my gifts of healing with other people, or you're doing that and you're seeing results from that from working with clients, I really want to validate that this full moon may shine a big light on that for you, and that's really beautiful and something to really take to heart because you have worked hard for that. Now, because Libra is a cardinal sign which initiates new things, and it's an air sign which is about communication, sharing ideas, getting the back and forth, getting feedback from others, you may really get excited to share some of those Aries new moon inspirations, or inspirations that have come to you, new sparks of possibility that have shown up for you since that Aries new moon. You may be really excited to share those with other people. So I want to just give you a little caveat, which is that this may be a tender feeling full moon for you. Your inner child may be full of excitement to share with other people your new vision for what you want to do next. But I want to encourage you to do that with people that you trust, with whom you feel that sense of belonging, with whom you feel that they will take your little baby seed of possibility and really hold it with care and love. During this full moon, we are very focused on comfort as well, material comforts. Why is this? Venus rules this full moon in Libra. What is Venus doing? We always want to look at what is the ruler of the full moon doing? What aspects is it making? Well, Venus in Taurus, which rules security, stability, and material comforts, our material foundation, Venus in Taurus is making a sextile, which is positive energy flow, a new opportunity perhaps. Venus in Taurus is sextiling Neptune in Pisces. Neptune in Pisces is the highest octave of love. Neptune in Pisces is our connection to the divine. It is oneness. It's unconditional love. It's where we can go to our divine source and receive the comfort, love, care, and new vantage point, higher consciousness, higher way of seeing something, where we can go to the divine and do that partnering with our soul that I talk about in my book, The Magic of Saying Yes. So here we have Venus in Taurus, which is all about love, beauty, pleasure, comfort, money, all the things that support us in life. Venus in Taurus making a positive energy flow aspect with the higher octave of love, Neptune in Pisces. So you may feel, this may feel like a very spiritual full moon to you. You may feel like you have a direct line to the divine and you're able to, even if you get a Chiron trigger, a Chiron ouch, even if that happens, or especially if that happens, you may feel like you have that direct line to spirit, like easy access to your divine source that can really help you go to that next level of healing, that next level of self-love. So I would predict that during this full moon in Libra, for those of us who are consciously working with this energy, we may feel a new opening, a new awakening, a new higher sense of connection with our divine source. So this could be a supremely healing Libra full moon for you. And I really want to encourage you, if you need to, or simply, this could be a great full moon for doing some guided meditation work, for connecting with your angels, your spiritual guides, your ancestors, or loved ones that have crossed over. A really beautiful full moon for up-leveling your sense of oneness, which helps us build our stability. It helps us increase our sense of security in the world. Because Neptune in Pisces is a visionary energy, very much about the ideal vision, the ideal day, the ideal job, the ideal relationship, because Neptune in Pisces is making this beautiful positive flow aspect with Venus in Taurus, which is all about our material comforts, material world, I feel like this could be a really visionary full moon as well, where we are really getting more clear on what our vision is and where we're maybe up leveling. We're saying, hey, I deserve better. That's the thing. We've had Uranus and Taurus for quite some time now, and Uranus and Taurus wants us to up level our lives in a material way, wants us to have a better life. Now that we have Venus in Taurus as well, we may be feeling that energy again. So this is financial energy too. Money and finances could definitely come to the fore for you. Again, this is about getting together with those of us that we want on our team who we feel can really help us to move forward on our vision. So we're awakening to our inherent worth, and this is helping us to be more discerning, supporting us to be more selective about who we gather with, who we work with, who we make love with, helping us to be more discerning and selective, knowing that we deserve better. And finally, I want to tell you that we have Saturn sextiling Mercury. Now, Saturn helps us to create a solid, sustainable foundation. Saturn is where we put in the hard work, but it's helping us build our foundation. It's sextiling Mercury, the winged messenger. Mercury rules communication. So I feel like some of us may be making agreements during this time. Some of us may be signing contracts. Some of us, at the very least, will be having conversations, foundation building conversations about what we want to do next, our heart's desires, our plans, and maybe solidifying future agreements, maybe solidifying future partnerships as well. Okay, my friends, so let's get into the 12 sign readings now. Be sure and listen to your rising sign, which is the area of life, the area of your natal astrology chart in which this full moon in Libra is happening. Your sun sign, which is your ego personality, how that part of you, your life force, will be experiencing this full moon, and your moon sign, which is how you'll be experiencing the full moon energies emotionally. And we're going to start with Libra. Hello, beautiful Libras. Happy full moon. This is your full moon happening in your first house of identity, the house of the self, the I am, how you see yourself, the story you tell about yourself, how you want to be perceived by others. This is also the roles that you are playing in your life professionally and personally, and your vitality. So this is a transformational energy for you. It is right across the way from your 7th house of partnerships, and this being a partnership kind of energy, you could be experiencing a rebirth or an awakening from the inside out with your own sense of who you are and who you want to be going forward, the vision for your life. This is really a full moon that I think is going to bring up our vision and what we want going forward. So the first thing is your message from spirit. When I tuned into you, the message I got for you is that you are coming full circle, beautiful Libra, full circle. And that many of you have done so much healing that you now know you are here to help others heal. You now know this. You've had this validated, or you may have it validated during this Libra full moon, where you can see the contribution that you make to others as a result of your own healing work, or just as a result of you being a good person in the world. Whatever it is, whatever you want to do next, I feel that you're going to be getting some validation, some evidence, some manifestation showing you a yes, like, yes, you are talented enough, you are gifted enough, it is time to go forward. So be watching for that. Ask for signs and synchronicities. Ask your angels and ancestors and guides to show you whatever it is, to give you signs that will help you validate what you want going forward. So now I'm going to pull a card for you, Libra, and see what the cards have to say for this full moon in your sign, beautiful Libra. And I'm laughing because there's always so much that I've downloaded by this point. So this is so cool. I love this card so much, Libra. Leadership. And leadership is a broad concept. When you share your gifts, your talents with the world in whatever capacity, whether it's in a corporate boardroom or whether it's on a massage table, you giving somebody else healing Reiki, for example, or doing an astrology reading for someone or doing a tarot reading for someone, it doesn't matter. It's still a form of leadership. It's still your spirit, your soul, sharing what you came here to share, your unique expression, beautiful Libra. And in this card, there is a bear walking, and the bear is like mother bear. It's like divine feminine energy, whether you're male or female. It is nurturing energy. So this card is saying, know that you are ready to be the leader in whatever capacity you want to be, and know that you have divine nurturing energy to share with others. You are ready, Libra. You are ready. Leave me a comment. Let me know if this resonates for you. Okay, Virgos. Hello, beautiful Virgo. You are having this full moon in Libra in your 2nd house of income. So this is money that you earn from your own efforts. This is also your values. What's most important to you now, it's your material possessions. It's all material comforts. It's also self-love and self-esteem and how you feel about yourself as a result of the money that you earn or the things that you have. And so this full moon in Libra, beautiful Virgo, could be bringing up any of these themes for you. This is a manifestation full moon for some of you. This is a releasing full moon for others of you. Some of you will be seeing the rewards of your efforts during this full moon, and others of you will be releasing blocks that have been in the way of you receiving what you most want to receive. When I tuned into spirit, what I got for you is that you are, as far as a message, that you are rectifying an imbalance, some of you. Some of you, it's time to ask for a raise, or it's time to start your own business where you know you can make money. Some of you are ready. You have the power. You have the talents. You have the gifts. You just have to acknowledge within yourself, beautiful Virgo, that you are ready. You do not have to be perfect. You're going to learn as you go. Some of you know you deserve to make more money and you just haven't had the nerve to ask for it yet. Some of you are ready for a promotion. You're bored in the work you've been doing. Maybe it's been comfortable. Maybe it's been familiar. And as human beings, we want to stay in the comfortable and familiar. But this full moon is saying, time to get out of that comfort zone and receive what you know you are destined to receive, what you know you're deserving of receiving, Virgo. And if there's a part of you that doesn't feel deserving, that's okay. That's a subconscious part. That isn't the truth of who you are. That isn't your truth. It's time to act on your truth, your highest self's truth. It's time to act on that. So now I'm going to pull a card for you. And this could be a new job as well, because obviously income comes from a job. So you may see, in addition to a possible raise or promotion, you may simply apply for a new job or receive a new job. Okay, so this card wanted to come out, and it is wisdom, beautiful Virgo, wisdom. Some of you will do a deep dive into your subconscious or unconscious during this full moon. Some of you are ready to experience the freedom that this beautiful mermaid is experiencing in this card. You are ready to expand what you see, the joys of life, the delights of life. All this beauty is metaphorically representing what is available to you, this vast new territory of possibility, of succulent, delicious lusciousness. Beautiful Virgo, you're ready for that. I feel that some of you have been in the desert. I feel that some of you haven't gotten the nourishment that you need on any, we could be talking about any level when we're talking nourishment, whether it is mental or emotional or physical. But it's time, Virgo, it's time. And you may even want to take yourself through a guided meditation where you are the mermaid or the merman, and you are going deep, and you are seeing what you haven't seen in your real material world, where you are seeing new worlds, new territory. I love that this message is coming through for you. It's really about, it's time for you to see other territory, to expand, to maybe do a little bit of travel. That's not second house specifically. That's okay. That's the message coming through. And astrology is not just the logical, intellectual basis. It's also what comes through intuitively. Do the inner exploration. Give yourself the inner freedom that will then give you more outer freedom, more outer material well-being. Okay, so Leos, hello, beautiful Leo. You are having this full moon in Libra in your third house. The third house is communication. It is your mindset. It is everything mercurial. So it is your devices, electronics, short distance travel, your vehicle. It's your neighbors, everything local, your immediate environment, your siblings. You could have a healing with your siblings or a neighbor during this time, or a cousin. You could have an experience of a networking experience, because Libra is a very social sign, and this full moon very likely will have you getting out and talking to a lot more people and just making more local connections, having more fun locally at the very least. When I tuned into you, the sense that I got was that you're going to have an idea that you want to solidify. I felt that energy strongly. Like I felt a firmness in your energy. I firmly want to start this. You felt focused, felt like you knew what you wanted to start. It could be a project. It could be a relationship. You're seeking support. This is the networking. You're seeking support from others for your idea. It could be just one other person. It could be a whole group of people. It could be that you go to a meetup group or some other organization that is built around your particular idea. But I did feel that you were taking an idea and wanting to take it to the next level. So now, and really begin to manifest. So now let me pull a card for you, Leos, and see what the cards have to say. Leos on this Libra full moon. And your card is blessings. Blessings. This is really good news for whatever it is that you want most, Libra. Remember, we had that Aries new moon, which was a new heart's desire. And this is saying there's so much beauty and light and intensity of color in this card. It feels very rich to me. This is very rich, abundant card. Abundance is coming to you. Blessings are coming to you. Whatever that idea is that you have, yes, take it out into the world. Let it get fertilized. Let yourself talk about it. Let yourself sing about it. Let yourself, these are all metaphors, of course, but let yourself connect also with the beauty of nature, the beauty of the natural world that will really feed and nourish you as you are going forward with something new, Leo. Let yourself receive the nourishment of beauty all around you, and that will just help you feel that much more sustained so that you can give out more to others. It will really increase your energy. So I know there's a couple of different messages there, but the overall message is go forth and prosper and know that you are abundantly supported. Blessings are on their way to you. Okay, Cancer. Hello, beautiful Cancer family. I have my moon in Cancer and my rising in Cancer. You guys are having this full moon in Libra in your 4th house. This is your 4th house of home, family, and childhood conditioning. With Chiron here, which I spoke about in the introduction to the video, it's very possible that you will be healing a childhood or past life wound or trauma. I don't mean that this is going to be big and heavy. It could be just a little something that comes to your attention that you breathe through and release. It can be as simple as that. You may have already healed through this during the Chiron-Jupiter conjunction, and you may see a manifestation, a beautiful manifestation, as a result of having already healed that during that portal the last 2 weeks of March. So beautiful, Cancer. Something is coming to fruition, manifesting, or coming to your attention that was hidden from your view before this full moon is happening during this full moon in Libra. This is your home as well, so this could be something to do with beautifying your home. Libra energy loves to beautify. This could be remodeling. It could be moving to a home that you find more beautiful. Remember, as I spoke about earlier in the video, we have a lovely sextile between Venus in Taurus and Neptune in Pisces. And Venus in Taurus loves beautiful things, comfort, beauty, money, pleasure, everything material, everything that feels really good. So at the very least, I would see, Cancer, that you may want to stay home during this full moon time. You know, we tend to feel full moons a few days before, a few days after. You may want to stay home. You may just want to have all the comforts that you love around you. You may want to go get a massage, but after your massage, come home and sleep. Whatever it is, 4th house full moons often feel very quiet, and we want them to be quiet, and we want to do reflection during this time. Your message from Spirit is that you are seeking comfort. I mentioned that already, that this is about belonging. This is root chakra. This is you wanting to feel a sense of belonging, not just where you are in your home or in your job or with your friends, but also a sense of belonging to your soul, beautiful Cancer, which I speak about in my book, The Magic of Saying Yes. And I give you tools for feeling more of a sense of belonging and partnership with your own soul. You are seeking emotional security, and Cancers want emotional security. Cancer energy actually rules the 4th house of home. So this is a very natural placement for a full moon for you. Spirit's message was be honest with yourself, beautiful Cancer. Just be honest with yourself. That's not hard for you. Be very intentional about your heart's desire, and whatever is not in alignment with your heart's desire, this is a beautiful full moon to let it go. And now I'm going to pull a card for you. I don't know if you'll be able to hear the roosters in the background, but they are going off. They're really going off. So some of you may really be talking about something you're enthusiastic about during this full moon, or letting someone know how you feel in no uncertain terms. Okay, Cancer. Libra full moon for Cancers. And your card is fulfillment, Cancer, fulfillment. Okay, I have to admit, I'm happy about this too. Look at the full moon in the background. See this ripe peach ready to pick. There's something coming to bringing you fulfillment during this full moon, beautiful Cancer. Something that is juicy and delicious, just like that Venus in Taurus is ripe and ready. You are ripe and ready for fulfillment in whatever area of life is coming to you most now, where you want your heart's desire. 4th house is home. It is belonging. It is feeling a sense of peace wherever you are in your heart. Home is where the heart is. We know this, but this full moon wants to take you to the next level of really knowing this, beautiful Cancer, in every cell of your body. Okay, Geminis. Hello, beautiful Gemini family. I have my natal sun in Gemini. So Geminis are having this full moon in your 5th house of love, romance, true love and romance, of creative expression and children and play and fun, if I haven't said that yet. So this really is the house of the inner child. This house is traditionally ruled by Leo. It is where we are really supported to shine our light bright and to express our unique soul's essence, beautiful Gemini. So you could experience this full moon in any of those areas. You could just be ready to have fun, have an adventure, be playful. A new part of you, since that Aries new moon, could want to do something new and different, a new project, any kind of artistic expression. Libra is very much about beauty and artistry and beautifying. So it could be any of those things. Now, Libra trines your energy, Cancer. You are both air signs. So this is like the wind underneath your wings. It's like the tailwind when you're on a flight. It's moving you forward, and that's really good news. Your message from Spirit is that you're doing a balancing act right now, Geminis. You're doing a balancing act between your social life and your work life. The 11th house is friendships, networking, and where we are kind of put our work out into the world publicly. 10th house is that, but so is the 11th house. It's also the 11th house is long-term gains. So this full moon is happening across from the 11th house in your 5th house. You could have a friendship or social media kind of snag. I'm going to call it a snag versus an ouch. Yes, it could feel like a momentary ouch, but we've already been through that Jupiter Chiron conjunction portal. We've already been working on healing these wounds of abandonment, betrayal, and shame. And I feel like Geminis, you tend to be so flexible with people. You tend to be so flexible that sometimes people can mistake your flexibility and your willingness to go with the flow, your mutability. They can mistake that for being a pushover or being a doormat, which Geminis are not. Geminis are not, but Geminis are learning to be very clear with their preferences with other people and communicate them clearly. So there may be something where you need to communicate, since this is a relationship full moon, where you need to communicate with somebody in your life what really matters to you, a friendship or someone on social media, where you are discerning and you are clear and you are communicating your needs, beautiful Gemini. It's okay to have needs, and it's okay and important to communicate those. So you will be discerning how you want to spend your energy, with whom, doing what, and with whom. And you may be dropping backing out from something or stepping away from a relationship where you're just not feeling, once you apply that discerning eye, you're just not feeling like that isn't any longer in alignment with you and what your heart wants most. So now let's pull a card for you, Gemini, and see what the cards have to say for Geminis during this Libra full moon. And your card, Gemini, is Inner Peace. Inner Peace. This card is so beautiful. This card is a gorgeous watercolor. Check it out. It's so impressionistic. I love that the two fish are swimming, and I love that there are these pink flowers. There's so much gorgeous creative expression in this card. Inner peace. You deserve inner peace, Gemini. You deserve it. So you may want to do during this full moon, you may want to do some sort of artistic, whether it's watercolor, whether it's pastels. I love to draw with pastels because I can just move the color around with my fingers. And when you get your fingers involved, your hands, especially as Geminis, we channel energy through our hands. It's why people will sometimes ask, why do I use my hands so much in my videos, or why do I do this or whatever? Because I'm channeling the energy through my hands. This is what we do as Geminis. And you can tell I'm slightly defensive about it because I've had people, criticize me for that. Whatever, they can criticize. I know what I'm doing. I know what's important. But you may want to use your hands to express something during this full moon, Gemini. It may be very healing for you, and it may bring you to a place of inner peace. Happy full moon in Libra, Gemini. Okay, Taurus, beautiful Taurus. You are having this full moon in Libra in your 6th house. Your 6th house is the house of daily habits. It's the house of work. It's anything you do on a daily basis. It's also your health habits, your nutrition, your exercise. So something in terms of a habit may be ending for you during this full moon in Libra, or you may be starting a new habit. We had the Virgo moon not long ago, where you probably got a sense of a habit that you wanted to change, shift, reinvent, something different, do something different with. And, it's also our routine. So there may be a routine that you're really realizing you need to change up. Your message from Spirit, Taurus, is that you are absolutely making a change. You are. You are motivated. You are ready to make this change. And this really all revolves around your wise use of energy. You know now what raises your energy, what decreases your energy. And so your message is a really practical one, and that is to be discerning about what uplifts your energy and what takes down your energy, and to choose according to that, whether it's a situation, a job, a relationship, or just what you do in your leisure time. Does it raise my energy? Does it spark my energy? Or spark joy? Or does it reduce my energy? And that is the question. And whatever your answer is, that's how you will modify or make changes. So you are not putting up with anything that drains your energy anymore, Taurus. You are done with that, and I'm really happy to hear that, because you guys have been through a lot with Uranus and Taurus. So now I'm shuffling the cards, and some of you may receive a manifestation or reward of the work you've already done in this area of changing a habit that wasn't good for you. But it can also be bringing in a new habit that's really good for you. So, all right, Taurus, what do the cards have to say for Taurus for this Libra full moon? And both you, Taurus, and Libra are ruled by Venus. So this could bring in something to do with love, a heart's desire, romance, a significant partnership, friendships based on love as well, as they are. And guess what your card is? Love. Oh my gosh, you can't make this stuff up. I love this card so much. This is probably my favorite card in this deck, beautiful Taurus. What a beautiful card. This really is metaphorical. I mean, it can be literal, it can be a new relationship, no question, but it can also be that love is blooming in your life. Beauty, I know beauty is important to you as well, that there's beauty blooming all around you in your environment, your home environment, your work environment. I think it's important to beautify our work environment as well. That's why I never do fluorescent lighting in my work environment. Even when there were fluorescent lights, I would bring in my own lamps and turn those fluorescent lights off. And I'm sure many of you can relate to that. Bring in plants, do whatever you have to do to make all your environments really beautiful, Taurus. Love is blooming in your life. Self-love, love with others. Any relationship or love interest that doesn't match this kind of energy that you see in this card, time to let it go. You deserve the best, beautiful Taurus. You deserve the best. Leave me a comment and let me know if this resonates for you. Okay, Aries. Hello, beautiful Aries. Aries, you're having this full moon in Libra in your 7th house of partnerships. Now, we just had the Aries new moon 2 weeks before this Libra full moon in your 1st house. That was a rebirthing new moon for you. That was you really turning a corner, you possibly transforming, you having a whole new recognition of a dormant self coming to life, Aries. So this is very exciting. Now all of that energy can be expressed through your relationships, through your significant partnerships, whether that is a romantic partner or a business partnership or just a best friendship or a family ship. It doesn't matter. It's wherever those who have your back and those whose back you have, wherever you have that unspoken commitment to be there for another person, and they have that for you. In Libra energy, we want mutually reciprocal relationships. So this is kind of your guidepost, so to speak. This is your ruler, what you're using to measure relationships during this time. This is the discernment that I was talking about earlier in this video. Are your relationships mutually reciprocal, mutually loving, reciprocal relationships? This is what you're going to be looking at during this full moon in Libra, or what, you won't be able to not see it. You won't be able to not see it, Aries. So your message from Spirit is that you could be cleaning house of emotional commitments that are no longer appropriate for you, given your new higher vibration, your dormant self coming to life. You know what you want, Aries. I can feel that when I tune into your energy. You know what you want. You know what your heart's desire is right now. Even if you're saying, I don't know what my heart's desire is, there's a part of you that does. And I love this question. If you knew, what would it be? If you knew, what would it be? That speaks to your higher self and allows your higher self to come through with an answer for you. Only those who are truly supportive of you, only those that you can feel in your heart should be on your team. Those are the ones that get to stay, beautiful Aries. So now I'm going to pull a card for you and we'll see what the cards have to say for the 7th house, relationship. And so, yeah, if a key partnership in your life, a key relationship does not match you right now, you're going to be really looking at it during this full moon. You're going to be separating from someone if that's the case, talking with them, really, we have Saturn and Mercury making a positive aspect with each other. So this is going to be a somewhat serious conversation that some of us are going to be having during this full moon, where a relationship needs to course correct is needed in a relationship, or where it needs to either shift or end, or whatever is most appropriate. Okay, so I'm taking a breath and I'm pulling a card for you, Aries. And your card is Stillness. You are the swan, Aries. Do you see yourself as a swan? Do you see your pure love self? The white represents pure love to me. And there's so much healing energy around this. You could have a heart healing during this time. With Chiron making aspects to this moon, you could definitely feel a trigger that then leads you into a healing catharsis. Stillness will be really helpful for you if you are in that position. Stillness will really be the prescription for you to help you get clear. If you're confused, for example, about a relationship, which could be very possible during a full moon in Libra, or if you just feel like you're in a relationship that you want to be mutually reciprocal and it's not, then I feel that stillness will give you the clarity you need on what to do next, on what action is most appropriate for you. Beautiful Aries. Happy full moon in Libra. Okay, Pisces. Hello, beautiful Pisces. You're having this Libra full moon in your 8th house, your 8th house of transformation, death and rebirth. This is also a financial house. It's a relationship house because it deals with shared resources. It's also a financial house because it deals with shared resources and investments, inheritances at times, as well as debts. And, all of our connections with corporations, banks, businesses that, for example, banks that give you interest for your money, if that's such a thing anymore. But, also like where you invest in the stock market, for example, and you receive interest. This is all part of it. Or dividends, for example. So, Pisces, your message from Spirit, so you could be having changes in any of these areas, shared resources with a partner, or, investments, inheritances, taxes, and so on. It's also the house of sexuality. So this is a house where a full moon where you could have a sexual awakening as well. It's intimacy, deep intimacy with a partner. And this is a partnership full moon. And when I tuned into your energy, into spirit, I got a sense of you clearing something out that you're not taking. I'm going to swear. You're not taking shit, Pisces. You're not taking any more shit. You are feeling empowered. You know what you have to do. You're clearing it out. You probably got some sort of spark of possibility during the Aries new moon. That was a really, really important new moon at 0 degrees. And of course I have readings for all 12 signs. If you didn't hear those before, that would be worth going back over, I think. But this is an empowering, really empowering moon for you, Pisces, where you can take a step that feels like, yeah, I'm stepping out on my own. I'm doing the hard thing, and I'm being discerning, and I'm taking care of me, because the 8th house is the house of power. It's where we can have power struggles with others, but also where we can really realize our own power. We can wake up to our own power, and that can really catapult us forward in life. So let me pull a card for you, Pisces, and see what the cards have to say for you for this Libra full moon. Pisces, beautiful Pisces. I feel a seriousness to this full moon for everyone, for everyone. So I don't feel as light as I normally feel when I do a video like this, but it is what it is. And your card is new beginnings, new beginnings. And look at all the rainbow light in this card. Something is clearing. I feel there's darkness that is clearing. That is clearing as a result of your efforts, Pisces, as a result of the fact that you have been very clear and discerning about what you want, and you're not taking shit anymore. You're not. It's kind of fun to say shit. You're not taking it anymore. And this is creating a new beginning for you. You are deciding, you are making the waters part. You are opening up the path for yourself. You are doing it, Pisces. It's your work. And there's just this, it's funny because there's kind of like a sunset and a sunrise energy at the same time here. There's a closing out of something and an opening up new of something. So Pisces, let me know if this resonates for you. I would really love to hear. I love your comments. I love your feedback. Let me know if this resonates. And happy full moon in Libra, beautiful Pisces. Okay, Aquarius. Hello, Aquarians. Aquarians, you are having this full moon in Libra in your 9th house. The 9th house is the house of expansion. Beautiful Aquarius, expansion. I always marvel at how I want to sing when I get to you guys. This is expansion for you. Something is expanding. Your mind, very possibly. The 9th house is the house of new horizons, adventure. It's higher learning. It's where you could go off and decide you want to do some metaphysical learning program, or where you want to study astrology, or get a PhD, or get a master's degree, or start publishing your work. It's the house of publishing. It's the house where you can really realize you are a writer. You are a communicator, and you want to do this, and you want to put your work out into the world in a bigger way. It's also long distance travel. It's foreign travel. So Aquarius, there are a lot of different areas in which you could be experiencing this full moon, but this is a full moon of discernment. It's showing up in our relationships. As I said earlier, this is mutually reciprocal relationships. This is gathering your dream team together, your dream team, to help support you going forward with whatever that Aries new moon spark of possibility, of joy, of new possibility was for you, whatever that was. This is you assembling support for that during this full moon. Also spirituality and your spiritual beliefs that could be shifting during this full moon, Aquarius. When I tuned in, first of all, Libra energy trines your energy, both air signs. So this is a positive ease. There's an ease and grace to this full moon for you. When I tune into your energy, I sensed you got your eyes on the prize. You're clear in your vision. Are you clear on your vision, Aquarius? Because that's what I got for most of you. You're really clear on your vision. If you're not clear on what your vision looks like, you know what your heart wants. So admit that to yourself. Acknowledge it to yourself. It's okay, and not just okay. It's expected that you would want something that you haven't had before that's out of your comfort zone. That's what that Aries new moon was about. And if you don't remember that video, or you didn't watch it, or you didn't watch your readings, whatever, I really encourage you to go back, because that was a lot of intensely positive, confident, courageous energy coming through for all of us for that Aries new moon at 0 degrees. It really was like clearing the slate. It's what's unwritten, the Natasha Bedingfield song. The rest is still unwritten. Like, time to clear everything out of the way, because you're coming out. You're coming out, Aquarius. There's an expansion and a real freedom that comes to you as a result of you saying yes to your heart. So let me shuffle. I'm shuffling the cards, and I'm going to pull a card for you. And we're going to see what Spirit wants to tell you through the cards, Aquarius. I feel so much better after that breath. I invite everyone to take a deep breath now. Thriving. Woohoo! Woohoo, Aquarius. Thriving. See, here's the thing. I'm Gemini sun, so I really I think that's why I want to sing with you guys, because I would get to you and there's that air energy. There's that, verbal expression that's like, woo, Aquarians, we can vibe. We vibe together, Aquarians and Geminis. Okay, so not that I have favorites. I have no favorites. I love all signs. I need to say that. So check out this card, Thriving. There is a giraffe. I love giraffe energy. Giraffes can see above the fray. They can observe from a higher vantage point. They are graceful. They are free. They are alive. They embrace the expansion of life. And this pink tree and all this pink energy coming through and all this white light shows you and reminds you that you have a connection to your divine source. And when you fill up with that divine energy, when you fill every cell of your body with that divine energy and you let your roots go deep into the earth and you pull up that earth energy through your roots, you are unstoppable, Aquarius. You can do anything. Do not let the small, or maybe they don't feel small, maybe they feel big. Don't let those yeah buts get in the way of what you want. Don't let the fact that you haven't had what your heart wants most now, that you haven't had before, don't let it get in the way. Because these new manifestations that are coming through, we're starting a new soul cycle, and these new manifestations that are coming through, they are brand new for most of us. They are things that our souls have yet to experience, Aquarius. And so we're starting fresh and brand new territory. So go for that new territory. This is metaphorical, an African savanna. This is metaphorical of that, of you really reaching out of your comfort zone and doing something different. And I love that it's 9th house because, most of us don't live someplace exotic like Africa, right? And so I feel like this is for those of you who want to do long distance travel. This is a big nudge to follow your expansive dreams and free yourself to say yes. Okay, Capricorns. Hello, beautiful Capricorns. You're having this full moon in Libra in your 10th house of career, life purpose, fulfillment, meaning, how you want to spend your days, how you want to spend your time, where you want to make an impact, your legacy, and for some of you, retirement, and what you would want your retirement to look like. So you're having a manifestation in this area, a reward that is maybe clarity, maybe it is you beginning to see the real world imaging of what it is that your heart wants, or just simply the inspiration to do something that will be most fulfilling to you, the vision. And what your message from Spirit is that you want a plan. You need a plan, you want a plan, and you're ready to, you now have the energy and the readiness to create a plan, Capricorn. That Aries new moon, I remember your reading. I remember saying that I felt an ambition for you. And I know you might say, oh, I'm a Capricorn, of course I'm ambitious. But I remember us talking about you wanting to climb a new mountain. And so this makes so much sense because it's a new mountain in the area of career, life purpose, and fulfillment. And I sense that you are off the fence if you were on the fence and you're ready to solidify something. You realize now that your confidence comes from your connection to your soul's path. That's where your confidence and courage are going to come from. They're not going to come from the fact that you've done it before and you know how to do it. This is a new manifestation. It's new territory. It's not something you've done before, Capricorn. It's going to come from your connection to the divine. And my book, The Magic of Saying Yes, absolutely helps you through a transition, a big transition, where you are doing something different from what you've done before. So this would be an amazing full moon to get that book and start doing, it's a workbook. I have meditations in there that support you. I have exercises that support you, as well as my true life stories that I talk about me taking the leap, me taking the leap and doing something different than what I had ever done before as well. So now let me pull a card for you and see what the cards have to say. What are the magic of the cards for Capricorns? And your card is Voyage. Yep. You're going on a voyage and you are protected, just like this little whale calf is protected by the mama or the papa. You are protected too. You are tethered to your soul, Capricorn. You can never, ever be abandoned or lose your sense of belonging. It's always there for you. You belong to your soul, and you will experience that when you realize your divine connection. Like whales are so divine. I actually saw 2 whales breaching in Puerto Vallarta, where I am now. I actually saw them breaching last weekend. It was so beautiful. And it reminds me of this card, and they're just so magical. We were standing on a pier and everybody cheered when they saw it. And it's because when whales breach, everybody, you know, I cried, like everybody feels this sense of awe and wonder, right? When we see whales breaching, because whales carry this magic of splendor. It's just like, it feels otherworldly. So there's something otherworldly that wants to come to your attention, that is calling to your heart. Beautiful, Capricorn. What is that for you? What is that? What is otherworldly, and what feels so out of, you know, what feels so splendor filled, like a whale breaching to you? You are protected. You belong. It's time now to give yourself permission to have what your heart most desires and to make a plan for it. Okay, Sagittarius, beautiful Sag. Happy full moon in Libra. You're having this full moon in your 11th house, very public house. This is friendships and communities, causes. This is where we get together with others. This is where we team up and we realize we're not in alone. We can do it with others. We can have community. We can have tribe. It's the house of tribe. Yay. What a beautiful placement for a Libra full moon that is about discernment. Making sure those that you're hanging out with are really supportive of you, really have your back, really are on the same wavelength as you. They align with your vibration. This is also the house of long-term gains and hopes, wishes, and dreams. So it's also a financial house, and it's where we're asking, what is my wish? What is my vision? What's my heart's desire? What do I want next? What do I want more than anything else in the world? And how does it involve others? And who can I share my dream with? Who can I trust to share my dream with? So when I tuned into your energy, what I got was that there is an opportunity that's coming for you. There's a sextile between this full moon and your energy. Sextiles are positive energy flow. They're opportunities. We just have to see them and act on them. There's a long-term vision. I noticed for a lot of you, there's a long-term vision that is in view for you. But for some of you, there's also a block to that vision. Like you see the vision, but you feel blocked in manifesting it. And you're observing the block and you're saying, I'm serious now about working on this block and removing it. It doesn't have to involve a lot of work, but it's just a matter of becoming aware of it, right? Becoming aware of it. And so what I felt into, when I felt into this energy for you, Sag, I felt like you're ready to heal or release any obstacle to your vision and your heart's desire and having your heart's desire. So that's really beautiful news. And now I'm going to pull a card for you. Sagittarius, 11th house, community, social media platforms. Some of you could be starting a new platform, a new social media platform, or releasing one, letting go of one, saying, that one's not for me anymore. Same with friendships, groups, organizations, same idea. And your card is potential. Potential. This is the house of potential. This is the world card in the tarot. This is the whole world as your oyster, which really aligns with this potential theme, right? So you have so much power available to you, Sag. You have so much power, more than I think you even realize, some of you, and it wants to be expressed. It wants to come out like this volcano that is exploding. It wants to be released from you. Your beautiful soul's energy wants expression, and you are of unlimited potential. And as soon as you have that intention to realize your potential, to see it expressed, to feel it, and bring it out into the world in whatever way you want to do, Sag, then you will feel a lightening of energy. Then you will feel like, oh, I get the feeling that your soul is just really wanting to express, really wanting to express. Remember, 11th house is across from the 5th house of creative expression. Your soul wants to express, and you're ready, Sag. Any excuses, any yeah buts, any ideas of why you can't, they're not true. They're just not true. It's time, beautiful Sag. Happy full moon in Libra. Okay, Scorpios, beautiful Scorpio, thank you for your patience. You are having this full moon in Libra in your 12th house, your 12th house of retreat, of rejuvenation, of you getting even more connected to your divine source. This is the house of astral travel, of the mystic, of us really venturing into that other world of, deep diving down into the waters. It's the watery house of Pisces. Pisces rules the 12th house. It's where you can really have an awakening from doing that deep dive within, inside, going inside, healing the subconscious mind. Now, when I tune into your energy, Scorpio, I got the message that you are focused on we. We had the new moon in Aries, which was all about the I am and the individual, our individual selves. Now we're in we energy, partnership energy. And I felt that many of you were kind of going back to like a past romance that you were feeling, if I'm not partnered, I really want to be partnered. I felt a lot of like romantic energy for you during this time. Some of you are already in a relationship, you're already in a romance, you may be improving it during this time, you may be deepening your intimacy, you may be asking questions about it, but this is really, the 12th house is really a house of reflection, is where you're going to be reflecting on that. You're going to be you're going to be reflecting on love in your life and romance or intimacy with your own soul. If you're saying, no, I don't want a partnership, I'm fine without that kind of relationship, then it's your own intimacy with your soul, beautiful Scorpio. And I'm just looking at my notes to see the last thing that was said about you, that you have the deep down, this is about a desire for love and belonging, to really feel a sense of deep belonging in the world and with your own soul. And you're going to have the chance to deepen that during this full moon. And there's the note that the divine connection is calling you. It's calling to your heart, connecting with your own beautiful soul's essence, which I do talk about in my book, The Magic of Saying Yes. If you haven't checked that out yet, Scorpio, it's linked in the description box below. And now I'm going to pull a card for you and see. This is a beautiful placement for a full moon, where we've got a Chiron aspect, because Chiron is all about healing, and so is the 12th house. So I feel like you could really have a beautiful, deep expansion during this full moon, Scorpio. And your card is going forward. Whatever happens for you during this full moon, you are going forward. You are taking the yellow brick road. It's healing. It is expansive. It's taking you in a new direction, and it's something that is going to be like the sun coming out in your life. It's a new day, Scorpio. The sun is now coming out in your life. Whatever is the past was the past. Put it in the past. Let go of it. Let go of your past. You are not your past. It's time to let it go, release it, because you have a going forward energy for this full moon that really wants to pull you forward, really wants to take you into the light. Time to step in the light and let go of everything else, beautiful Scorpio. Okay, my beautiful friends, I want to say thank you. I want to share my gratitude with you for your time, energy, and presence. I love hanging out with you during these videos. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your thumbs up. Thank you for your likes of this video. Thank you for your comments. I love connecting with you through the comments. Thank you for your shares. Thank you for your subscribes. Your subscribes mean the world to me. Your subscribes are what help this video go out to more people. The algorithm, when it sees comments and subscribes and likes, it puts the video out to more people who love astrology and really supports my channel. So thank you so much for that. And thank you for those of you who have donated to my channel. If you'd like to donate to my channel, if you'd like to buy me a Mexican mocha, for example, I would absolutely love that and be so grateful. I have a link, PayPal link below the timestamps that will allow you to do that. And for those of you who would like an astrology consultation, if you would like to know how this full moon is affecting you in your life, what manifestations are on offer for you during this full moon, or during this massive time of change with Pluto going into Aquarius, with Saturn going into Pisces, my readings for you are for the entire year of 2023. Regardless of whether you sign up for a natal chart reading, or you book a heart's desire reading, or you book a life purpose reading, any of those, I will go over for you the current transits that are happening in your life, the future transits that are coming up in 2023, and how you can best work with these energies to experience what you most want to experience this year and going forward. So I invite you to go to my website, check out my testimonials, as well as the descriptions for each of the readings. And I very much look forward to meeting you on Zoom. I also offer coaching. I offer one-off clarity sessions, as well as soul alchemy coaching for those of you who want to do a deeper dive and really want to transform something in your life, your work life, your career, your relationship, your status from single to partnered, perhaps, whatever it is for you that you want to shift, I can help you with that through coaching. So go to my website, check out my coaching page. The links are below for both my astrology consultations and my coaching. It would be my joy to partner with you and help you receive the results that your heart so desires. And as promised, I have a free gift for you. That free gift is a soothing guided meditation, reconnecting with your spirit, returning home to yourself. Simply go to my website, sign up for my inspirational astrology updates, and you will receive an instant download of my free guided meditation. And until my next video, my friend, I'm sending you all my love. Happy Libra full moon.